Satire, a powerful tool that has shaped societies, challenged authority, and entertained audiences for centuries. From ancient Greece to modern social media, satire has evolved, but its purpose remains the same: to expose human folly with wit, irony, and sometimes brutal honesty. Satire can be traced back to ancient Greece, where playwrights like Aristophanes used comedy to mock politicians, philosophers, and even the gods. His plays like Lysistrata and The Clouds were filled with absurdity, slapstick, and sharp social commentary. But it was the Romans who truly defined satire as a literary form. Poets like Horace and Juvenal gave us two distinct styles: Horatian satire, light-hearted and witty, poking fun at human weaknesses; Juvenalian satire, dark, biting, and often ruthless in its criticism of corruption and moral decay. During the Middle Ages, satire took a more indirect form. Writers used allegory and fables to disguise their critiques, avoiding punishment from the powerful. But the Renaissance brought satire back into the spotlight. Erasmus, in praise of folly, ridiculed religious hypocrisy. Rabelais, Gargantua, and Pantagruel mixed humor and absurdity to question authority. And Shakespeare? His plays were filled with satirical jabs at society, power, and human nature. The 17th and 18th centuries saw the rise of prose satire, with writers directly targeting politics, social structure, and human absurdity. Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels and A Modest Proposal, brilliant, biting, and unforgettable. Alexander Pope's The Rape of the Lock, a witty take on aristocratic vanity. Molière's Tartuffe, a hilarious yet sharp attack on religious hypocrisy. As the world changed in 19th and 20th centuries, satire adapted. Mark Twain took on racism and hypocrisy in Huckleberry Finn. Oscar Wilde exposed Victorian absurdities in The Importance of Being Earnest. George Orwell's Animal Farm and Aldous Huxley's Brave New World used dystopian satire to warn against totalitarianism and consumerism. And in the 20th century, satire exploded into new media, radio, television, film, and newspapers. Today, satire is everywhere, on our screens, in our feeds, and in our conversations. TV shows like The Simpsons, South Park, and Saturday Night Live take on politics and pop culture. Online platforms like The Onion and The Daily Show mock current events. Social media memes? Yes, even they are a form of satire shaping public discourse in real time. Satire comes in many forms: literary satire, from novels to poetry; dramatic satire, plays, musicals, and movies; visual satire, political cartoons and memes; mock news, satirical journalism that blurs fact and fiction. And its styles: Horatian satire, light and playful; Juvenalian satire, harsh and biting; Menippean satire, philosophical and abstract. Satire isn't just about laughter, it's about truth. It challenges power, exposes hypocrisy, and forces us to think critically about the world we live in. From ancient Greece to today's viral memes, satire has stood the test of time. As long as there are flaws to expose and stories to tell, satire will always have a place in our world. And that is the fascinating world of satire. Though we sometimes misuse satire to make fun of people, to mock, to even make ourselves feel better and good, and to impose our self righteousness. Apart from that, satire is a very powerful tool indeed. And thank you for staying with me this long, entertaining me, and ignoring my pronunciation flaws. And do comment your views on my content and my pronunciation and my narration style. And in the end, take care of your loved ones.